Bio Nation. I hope you're doing well this afternoon. My name is Matt Williamson, and you're watching Marietta College Esports. So we have our League of Legends team. We'll be going up against Tiffin University in just a few minutes. Earlier, our Valorant team went up against Tiffin, and they did fall 2-0. But we're going to see if the Pioneers can avenge the Valorant team. Everyone's getting in the lobby, and we should be starting up very soon, which means let's take a look at who will be playing for the Pioneers today. Making a couple of adjustments with our setup. In the top lane, we are going to have Junior Tyler Salanitro Cilantro. At jungle, we are going to have Junior Bryce Heatman Scrimpo. At mid, we will have sophomore Alec Wong Ohoho. At ADC, we will have Stephanie Saunders, or senior Stephanie Saunders, Radio Soul. And at support will be junior Bethany Holstein Maxibu. And we have our head coach, Derek Games, and I still need to get a picture of Brandon Larson to get him added on here. But he is our League of Legends coach. But all right. Yeah, so it is going to be best of 3. And it looks like Marietta is the home team, and they have chosen the blue side. So we're just getting everyone in the lobby, and then we should be doing the picks and bans very soon. So while we are waiting for that, I guess we'll go over a couple of announcements. I'm going to do one thing real quick, just a logistic thing as I am waiting for a few things. So our Fortnite team is going to be competing in just a few minutes for the NACE competition. Now, with that, it is going on at the same time as the League of Legends match, so we're not going to be able to stream both at the same time. I am going to try to keep track of how the Fortnite team is doing during all that. But we'll do the best we can. But once the League of Legends match is done, we'll get things set up to try to stream the remainder of the Fortnite match. So we'll try to show as many of those games as we can. But okay, trying to get a few things here set up to make sure that we are good here. But what I want to do is, at least while we're waiting for stuff, to get the schedule for you guys so you can see what's going to be coming up, because after this we'll have our Fortnite competition. So let me get the right thing here set up. And here we go. So this is what we're going to have coming next week. So we have quite a few matches coming your way. And I'm double checking Discord for all sorts of stuff. Okay, those are the NACE pings. All right, so on Monday, our Rocket League is going to return, going up against Fresno State. So that will be at 7 o'clock. On Wednesday, our Valorant team will return, playing against Kaiser University Sarasota. And on Thursday, our Rainbow Six team will be back and playing against Toronto Metropolitan University. On Friday, our Rainbow Six team will participate in the next round of Collegiate R6. We don't know who the opponent is for that yet. We will find out early next week. And then next Saturday, we'll have quite a few things going on. We are going to have our Valorant team and League of Legends team go up against Trine University at 12 and 3 o'clock, respectively. And then our Fortnite team will have quite a few things. They will have their second Fortnite competition next Saturday at 3 o'clock. And then Sunday, the day after, they will have the third round of the Fortnite competition. So we're going to try to stream as much of that as we can. So yeah, it's going to be a very busy week for the team. Now it looks like that we have the pro draft started up. So let's go ahead and see what's going to happen with our champion picks and bans. So Marietta is on the blue side, and they're going to take away the Shen from Tiffin. So then we're just going to see what will Tiffin ban first. Your guess is as good as mine. I'm sure there'll be several options to consider. And they're going to take away the Cassiopeia from Ohoho. So Marietta will do their next ban. And it looks like they're going to take away the Udyr. Udyr is very strong in the jungle right now. So we will not see him in this game. Now we'll see what Tiffin's next ban will be. They have 5 seconds. And it looks like they're going to take away the Volley Bear. Volley Bear can be pretty good in the jungle, so we will not see Scrimpo play that. And then Marietta's going to take away the Garen. So some targeting at the top end jungler for the Pioneers. Now we'll see what Tiffin's third ban will be. So they still have a few seconds to make their choice. And they're going to take away the Bel'Veth, also a very strong jungler. So we're seeing a couple of jungle bans coming out early on. And we're going to see Marietta. Looks like they're going to lock in that Graves for the jungler. He's very strong right now in the current meta. In fact, if you're watching the Worlds matches, you will be seeing a lot of Garen. They haven't locked it in just yet, but I would suspect they do it, and there it is. Seems like every time I say they haven't locked it in, that's when they immediately lock it in. But yeah, we are seeing Garen. I'm sorry, not Garen. Graves being played in the Worlds a lot. We're going to see that followed by a Lucian Nautilus combination in the bot lane. So Marietta will have to deal with the hooks from the Nautilus. So we'll see how Marietta will respond to it. And they're looking to take the Nico, and they will lock in the Nico. Usually Nico has been banned against the Pioneers, but it is now available. Could be played at mid, could be played at support. Marietta has 10 seconds. And it's looking like they're going to take the Mordekaiser in the top lane. Right now, Marietta is definitely going for some priority picks. So they are going a little bit blind, but I think it's more of just denying specific champions that Tiffin like to play. And we are going to see the Renekton coming out as a way to counter the Mordekaiser. We're waiting for Tiffin's next set of bans. So they're going to take away Victor, very strong mid laner. And Marietta's going to take away the Trundle for jungle. Tiffin still has 10 seconds for their last ban. Marietta still has to pick their ADC and possibly mid or support depending where their Nikos goes. And Tiffin's going to take away the Swain, another very strong mid laner. So they must be suspecting that is a support Nico. Marietta just has a few seconds left for their last ban, and it's looking like they're going to take away the Diana. So targeting the jungle while Tiffin was targeting mid. And they're going to go straight for the Wukong in the jungle. At least I'm pretty sure that's a Wukong jungle. I'm going to say I was about to say they haven't locked it in yet, and then they lock it in. So now we'll see what Marietta wants to play for ADC and possibly mid, assuming that is a support Nico. And it looks like they're going to go with the Caitlyn to face against the Lucian. Caitlyn overall is very strong right now. And it's looking like that Oho will play the Yone in the mid lane. So now Tiffin will get to decide what they want to play against that. And it's looking like they're going to be playing the Corki. So this is actually interesting. Unless I'm mistaken, this is a very AD heavy composition coming from Tiffin. So Marietta should be able to take advantage of this by trying to get a little extra armor. But, all right, we have our champions. So now we got to get through the actual draft to start things up. So I'm just waiting for everyone to say that they're ready, and then we'll get things started. Tiffin is saying they're ready. And Marietta's saying they're ready. So I'm just waiting for it to start. And here we go. Now it's just a matter of determining, can we get through the actual lobby? That's a very good question.
So I go.
Think what I could offer.
Just more of the bands.
You have the heart of a weakling. Fear is the first of many foes.
Now we're getting through all the picks. There should not be any surprises. They're waiting for Tiffin to make their jungle pick. And there's the Wukong. And there's the Graves. And the Yone. We got the Corki, we got the Victor band.
Do not confuse cowardice for wisdom.
And I finish up all the bans. There's all the mid and jungle bans. There's the Lucian, the Caitlyn. And there you have it, folks. We have gotten through the draft without having to do any remakes. That is always nice when we can do this without having to do any remakes. I think we finally figured out how to handle draft without any technical issues. But, all right, so now it's just a matter of waiting for the 3-minute delay, waiting for all the loading to take place. So once all that's taken care of, we can get into the game and see how things go. So we're just going to wait for the loadout to finish through, and then we'll go over a couple of announcements while we are waiting for that. Right, looks like everything is in good order. So let's go over a couple announcements while we're waiting for this delay. So first and foremost, we want to give a shout out to our supporters at HyperX for providing gaming peripherals for the esports program. So they provided keyboards, mice, headsets, mouse pads, microphones. They are amazing. Our students love them. If you would like to get your own HyperX gear, please be sure to go to hyperx.gg/MariettaES. The QR code is up on your screen. We also want to give a shout out to Over the Moon Pizza for their support. Every Tuesday that they will be having their game night where you can go with play a Switch, get some pizza. They'll be airing our matches on their televisions. So it's a great family outing. So on Tuesdays, I recommend go checking them out and support the esports program. Speaking of supporting the esports program, we are right now in the middle of the virtual stadium sellout. This is a great fundraising opportunity for all Marietta College varsity athletic programs, including esports, which is now a varsity program. So if you would like to contribute to help support our esports students, you can go to www.givecampus.com/QHZGZI. The QR code is up on your screen. You can make a gift of any amount that you would like, and just make sure you designate the gift towards esports. That way we would receive it. And this is going to go on between now and October 15th, which is only 2 weeks away if you're watching this live. If you're watching this on YouTube, you have even less time. Now, how will your gifts help support the program? So we have about 40 students, which is more than double the amount of students that we had this time last year. And so we're having to make adjustments at our facility to accommodate more students. So we're trying to get some more computers, and your prior gifts have helped make that happen. So thank you so much. We're just working on raising some more funds so that way we can get even more computers so more of our teams can practice at the same time. We are getting to a point where we have so many students who want to use the room, we have to ask some of our students to play from their rooms instead of our facility, which defeats the purpose of having a facility. We're also hoping to travel to more competitions and events. We are starting to see more LAN events for esports, especially like in the Columbus area. And we would love to take our students to those. There are more invitationals, but we need some support to be able to cover the cost of traveling or taking our students over to those events. And of course, we're trying to do our own events as well. So any amount that you can contribute would be appreciated. If you're not able to give, I mean, there's always other ways to help, including our Twitch subscriptions. If you have an Amazon Prime account, then you could use Prime Gaming and use your Prime Gaming sub towards the esports program. If you don't have Prime Gaming, then all you have to do is create a free Twitch account here at twitch.tv, and then you can go to gaming.amazon.com and click on Try Prime, and that will allow you to connect your Amazon Prime account with your Twitch account. And from there, you can go to our Twitch channel, and when you hit the subscribe button, there's a little checkbox that says use your Prime Gaming sub, and There you go. It's no additional cost to you, and we receive the benefit of it. You just have to remember that every 30 days you would need to renew that subscription because it does not automatically renew, unlike a normal Twitch subscription. And what do you get for subscribing to our channel? You get instant access to our VODs. So we do have our matches up on our Twitch channel immediately after the broadcast. Now we will put it up on our YouTube channel, but it usually takes about a half a week to a week to get those processed and up. So if you want to see them sooner, then you would need to access the subscribe. And of course, we have our emotes that you can see courtesy of our communication brand management department. All right, so the game is underway. So let's go ahead and check this out. Marietta College versus Tiffin University. Marietta will be on the blue side. Tiffin will be on the red side. We do see Tiffin converging by their blue side jungle. They may be looking for an invade. Maybe going to use that Nautilus hook to see if they can get an early first blood. Pings are coming out. They spot the Caitlyn. Caution pings are coming out. Marietta suspects the invade, but they will get a ward at least, but no first blood picks.
Minions have spawned.
We're already seeing a little bit of poking in the mid lane.
And they say I have a real sense of humor. No.
So it looks like everyone's going to be starting on their red side. So Scrimpo will start on red buff, and a pool will start on the blue buff. And both Cilantro and Total Fighting are just kind of in the brushes. And we're going to see that Corky did hit level 2 first. And we're seeing some trading going on in the top lane. And bot lane is going to get pushed a little bit. Right now things are overall pretty even. We're seeing some more trading on going to the top lane between Cilantro and Total Fighting. And bot lane's just trying to poke some damage onto the Nautilus. And we're seeing a big engage go on the bot lane. Radio Soul has to flash away. Ignite ticks are going off, but it will not be. It gets the level up just in time to survive. And Scrimpo is kind of hanging by the jungle, but there is going to be a ward that will spot him out. And Cilantro is getting stunned. Has to be careful with that combo from Renekton. He's very low in health. We see pings coming out, warning Scrimpo of a converge into the river. So we're seeing 4 from Tiffin kind of roaming as a group, and they will take Scuttle Crab. And we'll back away and not use this opportunity to try to take the dragon. Actually, it's not even up yet. But yeah, they couldn't even take the dragon if they wanted to. Right now we're seeing about a 400 gold difference, and that's just because some of the CS differentials, especially in top and bottom, not a substantial difference, but it could add up later on. We see Ho trying to do some damage onto the Corki. And Cilantro does hit level 5. And the Hextech Drake has spawned. Things are coming out, probably suspecting. Yeah, they do get a ward there at least. Yeah, definitely use a control ward to clear that one river ward. And we're seeing a dive into the lane. And first blood will go to Tiffin. Wukong came in, flashed right onto Cilantro while he was low on health. The Shrimpgo is going to be looking to try to get the rekill, but is not going to make it in time. Total Fighting is able to back away. And caution, pings are coming out. Tiffin does suspect that Shrimpgo is up top lane. Minions are crashing into the mid lane. And we may be seeing a fight in the bot lane. Flash is still down for Radiosoul, and Lucian will get the kill. You see Corki trying to push onto the Corki, doing a lot of damage. But Graves is there, has to pop the flash to get away. Oh, even use Ignite, but just not enough damage. Gets away by a sliver of health. Shrimp's got to be careful. Wukong is right by there. But it doesn't look like he's going to walk into that brush. Corki will teleport back into the mid lane. So right now we're seeing about a 2,000, little over 2,000 gold difference. That's just because the CS differentials in top and bottom lanes and the kills that Tiffin has secured. Seeing a fight going on in the river a little bit, but everyone may be converging by the dragon. So not just to be careful, he's already at half health, and Total Fighting is very well health-wise. Yona is going to get knocked up. Going to try to get away, but tries to dash out. And Shrimpgo is there to help. Does get the kill onto a pool and flashes in to try to get some damage onto Corki and does get the double kill. So that is a 1 for 2. But Marietta is still down about 2,000 gold, so that hasn't really changed the gold lead. And we're going to see that Renekton pop the ulti to survive the tower hits. And another tower dive in the bottom lane for Tiffin. Marietta has started the Hextech Drake. Lucian will pop the ultimate, flashes in, gets a damage onto Tripco. And Aho's looking for the re-engage, pops his ulti, gets the shutdown onto Lucian. Now Corki's going to be there for the re-engage. And the rest of Marietta is there to follow suit. Cilantro has teleported in. Actually, that's a Nico rooting the Corki. Exhaust comes out, and Aho does get the kill. So now Marietta should be able to secure the Hextech Drake. It was a little scrappy, but great response by the Pioneers to take that. And it looks like the top lane for Tiffin will secure the Rift Herald as a trade. But despite that, we still see a 2,000 gold difference, just slightly less than 2,000 gold difference. Now it's a little over 2,000 gold. So the gold lead hasn't changed much. Right now, everyone's just kind of clearing a little bit. May see a bit of it going on in the river. Ward is pinged by Marietta. And Wukong may be looking to make a play. And they're going to use the Rift Herald to put some pressure. And the Blasco comes in to engage onto Wukong, popping the ultimate. And Marietta is trying to respond. Yone's coming in, but Mordekaiser does get taken down. But hopefully he's going to does a lot of damage and gets the shutdown. Well, actually, it's Scrimpo that gets the shutdown onto Total Fighting. Right now, they're trying to chase Corki, but it's really hard to chase him down. And Rift Herald is going to continue putting pressure onto the top lane. That top tower did go down, but it will eventually fall. Huge minion wave is crashing into the top inner tower, so Skripko will go there to clean that up. We see another route onto the Nautilus that's trying to clear some vision. And there's a ping onto a hoe. Caution pings are coming out. They're trying to get the stun onto a hoe, and that Red Nectin at 212 is doing a ton of damage. Nico's gonna be popping the ultimate, does get the stun off, but does fall. Scrimpo is going to be trying there to help, but the control ward is going to catch him. But Wukong may be looking to engage. Yeah, they're just going to get caught, so everyone's going to disengage from that. Now we're seeing about a 4,000 gold difference just because of the kills that Tiffin's been able to land. Now we're going to see a possible flank onto again. Wukong is in position. Renekton's in position. Have to be really careful. Vernal Drake is up in 25 seconds, so that is going to be the next point of contention. We see everyone is moving down. Cilantro does have his teleports to come down if needed. But he is going to try to put pressure on that top tower while Tiffin is converging onto the Infernal Drake. And Tiffin will start up that Infernal Drake. And I think Marietta is just going to concede it. And they're going to go down as a group, maybe looking to dive the bot lane. And Marietta does spot that, and they will fall back. But this does give an opportunity for Marietta to put some pressure on the towers. But Ho's got to be careful, because he is going to get jumped on. Corki's going to use the package. But it's going to be a 3-man jump onto Ohoho. He's out there by himself. Flashes into the red jungle, dashes away. And I think he's going to get away. So great maneuvering by Ohoho to get the tower down, dodge the Corki package, and being able to use the flash to escape. Now Tiffin will converge and take the second Rip Herald. Meanwhile, Tiffin's bot lane will continue to push. Gets the hook onto Caitlyn. Max Boot pops the ultimate, forces the flash from Nautilus. We've seen a possible engage onto Corki. Shrimpo is going to be dashing in and forces the flash from Corki. The 18 minutes is about a 3.5k gold difference. Seeing a little bit of fighting going on in the river. Marietta does secure that Scuttle Crab. The caution pings are coming out by Tiffin. Right now it is a tower apiece. Tiffin taking out Marietta's top outer tower, and Marietta taking care of Tiffin's mid outer tower. So that does open up that for Marietta, but we see the vision game. If we look at where the wards are being placed in the Scuttle Crabs for Tiffin, it seems like have the top side pretty well covered. Marietta does have some wards in their blue river, or bottom river I should say. So that way if there's any events they can catch that. But it looks like we're seeing a lane swap where Corki's going to take care of this outer tower in the bottom lane, and they do secure it. But Yoni trying to clear out the minions. We see Tiffin's just slowly pushing their way in the map, putting more vision in the river. It's like they're going to be converging. Cloud Drake is up in 50 seconds. They're going to be using that Rift Herald to put pressure in the mid lane. We may see a significant team fight here pretty soon. And they're going to be able to secure this tower with thanks to the Rift Herald. And Renekton is looking to get the engage onto Marietta, but Marietta's going to get this Rift Herald taken care of. And it does get another charge off. So now Tiffin's going to head straight over to the Dragon, and I don't know if Marietta's going to try to contest, but they have to be careful here. The blast gun is being used so that Marietta cannot engage. They're going to clear some vision. So I have a feeling we're going to see a team fight here soon. Cloud Drake is up. Popping vision. They know he's trying to deny vision with control wards. We'll secure at least the Scuttle Crab. Trying to clear control wards. And Quirky backed. But he's going to be teleporting in. And they will start up the Cloud Drake. And Marietta may be looking for the engage, but they're going to fall back. Cloud Drake's getting about half health. So Cilantro is going to be coming in. Nico's going to flash and pop the ulti. 3-person stun. And everyone's just collapsing on each other. And Caitlyn is going to steal the dragon, get one down. She will fall. So now it's a 2 for 2, but Lucia is going to get a double kill. Corki will finish off. So it is a 4 for 2. But Marietta does take the Cloud Drake away. So it was a good engage. It's just only Ohoho survived. So Marietta gets to Drake, but Tiffin is still up by a considerable amount of gold lead, and they're going to be split pushing and capture more towers. Ohoho is trying to jump in, but tries to use the Ignite Ticks, and it will be enough to take out the Corki and get the shutdown gold. We see Cilantro's going to be teleporting in to force Lucian back. No, does get the kill onto the Nautilus. So 23 minutes, and we are looking at about a 5,000 gold difference with Tiffin ahead. A lot of it has to do with the kills, the towers, especially towers. So Mary needs to find a way to get some more objectives, because they only have one tower so far. They are trying to get some vision around the Baron. And Lucian's going to try to get the jump onto Shrimpo. Wukong is going to be about to ult, and Shrimpo is going to flash away. But is going to fall before Nico is able to get there to pop the ulti. No, is trying to get the jump onto Quirky, but has to fall back because of the ability. And Cilantro's going to get caught in the middle. Flashes down. There's not much he can do. So Tiffin just collapses on Marietta, and they're going to go straight for the Baron. So Tiffin does secure the Baron. Right now, Marietta's looking to find ways to push back, and Tiffin has a lot of vision control around the Baron pit. They're utilizing their Baron buff to push lanes. And they're looking to take more of Marietta's jungle. Marietta does have some wards in their blue jungle to help. But Cloud Drake is up in 50 seconds, so Marietta's got to find a way to push the minions back so they can try to contest.
Someone's gotta know when his gun's cool.
They're seeing that the Cloud Drake is up. And Trippo is going to get caught. And everyone's going to collapse onto Total Fighting. But does take out Trippo. But Cilantro is going to take down Total Fighting. So it is a 4v4. But Cilantro is extremely low on health. But meanwhile, Lucian's using the Baron buff to push the tower. And is going to be able to secure it. Maybe even looking at inhibitors. So Tiffin right now is just stalling, while Lucian's going to continue to push the mid lane. Radio Soul is going to try to go to contest, but that inhibitor will fall. And they do get the catch onto Corki. Nico ult's going to be coming in, so is the Wukong ultimate. But right now, Tiffin's just doing way too much damage. Wukong getting a double kill. And Lucian is able to take out Radio Soul, so he's looking at the Nexus Tower trying to finish the game. And Tiffin is looking to close out the game, taking the dragon, and Corki's going to be teleporting in to take care of the Nexus towers. But minions are cleared, so they're not able to take down any towers, but it's still a free Cloud Drake for Tiffin. Marietta is trying to push back, but Tiffin is looking to catch someone. But with super minions coming down the mid lane, now it's going to put pressure on the Pioneers. Oh, is trying to get the jump onto Wukong. Hops the ultimate, and the Ignite ticks go off, and is able to get the shutdown on Wukong. We're still looking at a pretty substantial gold difference. Looking. Yeah, Cilantro had to flash away from the Nautilus hook. We are looking at about an 8,000 to 9,000 gold difference in Tiffin's favor. Marietta is still struggling to get towers down. He's trying to get the jump onto Lucian, pops the ultimate and dashes away. Corki's going to be teleporting at... Actually, no, I'm sorry. That was Renekton who popped the teleport. And he's looking to chase everyone down. And we're seeing Total Fighting looking to flank from behind. He is not afraid of that tower. They know they can try to collapse because Marietta has to address the super minions in the mid lane. So it's not going to be a full 5v5 if they were to fight. Oh, does force the flash from the Lucian. Baron is up again, and Tiffin may be trying to eye it, or at least go up and establish some vision. And Tiffin is asserting control over by the Baron, getting vision, getting everything cleared up. And they will start up on this Baron. Marietta has no vision around there. So that will be a free Baron, and they're going to use that to push the top lane to clear more towers. Cilantro's got to teleport back to base. Oh, is trying to split push and get some bounty, but most of Tiffin is in that bot lane, and Cilantro trying to defend, but it's on a 4v1 like that. There's just nothing he can do. And Tiffin's going to be looking to push the towers, and it's already going to be a 4v5 with Cilantro down. And a triple knockup. Nico's going to be popping ultimate, catches Nautilus. Tiffin is doing so much damage, and so much is going on. The screen's actually lagging a little bit. Lucian pops the ultimate home, has to use the Zanya's, and does go down, and it is an ace for Tiffin. And that will be the first game, Tiffin taking it. But yeah, Tiffin will take the first game. Basically came to, looks like in the bottom lane. I'm going to double check the KDAs. I think it was a lot of it with the Lucian play going 9-1-5. Total Renekton for top lane 5-3-7. And even a Pool and Wukong making quite a few plays. But all right, we're going to take a small break and get things set up for game 2, and also check to see how the Fortnite team is doing. So we will be back in just a few minutes. All right, and welcome back. We are getting the lobby set up for game two. We do have the pro draft ready. So I'm going to go head over there because Tiffin is saying that they're ready for the draft. And that means we're going to say that we're ready for the draft very soon. So we'll go ahead and pull it up and see if any adjustments are going to be made to either composition. All right. Now we're just kind of playing the waiting game a little bit while we're... Okay, Marietta's saying they're ready. Yeah, Marietta's saying that they're ready, so now we're just waiting for the draft to officially start. And it looks like Marietta has chosen blue side again. And here we go. So will there be any changes with the bands? So Marietta will still take away the Shen. Cassiopeia will still be taken away by Tiffin. Marietta will still take away the Udyr, so no major changes yet. And this time, Tiffin will take away the Yone, seeing that was a big threat. And Marietta will take away the Lucian from the first game as well. We saw that Tiffin's ADC had a very good Lucian game. Belvath, once again, going to be taken away, at least been highlighted. Just waiting for the confirmation. And it will be locked in. Now we'll see what Mary decides to go first. And they're looking at the Maokai. And they do lock in the Maokai. And it's looking like they're going to go with the Jinx Nautilus in the bot lane for Tiffin. Trying to go for that hyper carry on the Jinx. And Marietta maybe looking for... Look at the Sejuani. So we'll see if that is a top or a jungle. Usually Sejuani plays jungle, but recently we have seen her play in the top lane. So that could be a top Sejuani. And Marietta will take the Tristana. And Tiffin is eyeing that Trundle. So that could be a top Trundle. It could be a jungle Trundle. So we'll find out in a little bit. And Tiffin will take away the Riven. So a lot of targets in the mid lane by Tiffin. And Marietta's going to take away the Corki from Tiffin's mid laner. And Tiffin has taken away the Leona. I mean, that could be a top Maokai, but we've also seen support Maokai. I think the Fortnite teams have a little fun. Which, by the way, from what I've... Yeah, okay, it looks like there's going to be an Olaf ban by Marietta. But the first game for Fortnite didn't go as well. They got picked off pretty early on, but it sounds like the second game is going a little bit better. And Tiffin's going to grab that Mordekaiser, so it's most likely going to be a jungle trundle. So we'll see how Mary responds. And we're going to see the Viego coming out by Marietta. Not locked in yet, but now it's locked. Like I said, as soon as I say not locked in, it's locked in. And then I think the Fortnite team is having some fun right now, and it's looking like the LeBlanc is going to be selected for Marietta. And Tiffin will respond with the Victor. It was not banned during that second set, so we're going to see LeBlanc versus Victor. I think we're going to be really excited about that matchup. That's going to be really good. Now we're just going to wait for the game to start. So just waiting for everyone to say that they're ready. Marietta is saying they're ready. And Tiffin is saying they're ready, so we should be starting any second now. And I hit the wrong button. Hold on. There we go. Sorry about that, folks.
Think what I could offer.
We're just trying to finish up the bands.
You think I am the one to fear? You don't have the heart for this.
Just finishing up the final bands here. And they will lock in the Sejuani in the top. And there's the Mordekaiser. And it's not going to be a Teemo. There's the Trundle. There's the Viego. And the LeBlanc. And there's the Victor.
Learn from your mistakes.
That just goes to show you you're nothing but a whiskey delta.
I must not fall.
finishing up the final picks. We just need to find the Maokai. There we go. And there is the Nautilus. All right, it looks like we're not going to see any last second swaps here. So now we are just going to be waiting for the game to start. So we'll go over a couple of things while we're waiting. So as always, we're always looking for more people for our esports program. So we are recruiting. So we have varsity titles in Fortnite, League of Legends, Overwatch 2, Rainbow Six Siege, Rocket League, Super Smash Brothers, and Valorant. So we have our dedicated esports facility. You may have seen a little bit of it during some of our pre-streams. We have some dedicated coaches. Not only do we have our full-time head coach, but we also have coaches for League of Legends, Rainbow Six, and Rocket League teams. We try to provide support to help our students succeed, whether it's in esports or in college. And of course, we do offer scholarships for high school seniors and college transfers. So if you would like to get more information or follow our social media channels, you can go to linktr.ee/Marietta Esports. Speaking of scholarships, we do have tryouts for those. Now, we did a tryout earlier today, but our next set of tryouts, we haven't been able to update the graphic here, but we will be doing tryouts next Saturday, October 8th, as part of the Marietta College October Open House. So if you are coming to that, we can set up a tryout in person. If you're not able to make it to that, we will have our next online tryouts in November. So it's a 3-step process. So just first fill out our recruitment inquiry form at bit.ly/mcrecruit. So that's to get some information to our admissions department. And then you would schedule the tryout by going to bit.ly/mcesporttryout. And then if you want to do the online tryouts, then you would join our Discord server, bit.ly/PioDiscord. The QR codes are up on your screen. So you can screenshot this, and then you can pull your phone out and fill out the appropriate information. Also mentioned the schedule that's coming up for this week for matches. So we have our Fortnite competition going on right now, and I believe they're going to be starting up Lobby 3 very soon. So we might not be able to stream any of our Fortnite games today, unfortunately, depending on how the League of Legends games goes. But just to let you know what's going on next week. So we have Ferris State for our Rocket League team. They'll be playing them on Monday at 7 o'clock. We will have Kaiser University Sarasota against our Valorant team on Wednesday at 7 o'clock. We'll have Toronto Metropolitan University going up against our Rainbow Six team on Thursday at 7 o'clock. Our Rainbow Six team will have their next Collegiate R6 match on Friday at 8:30. We won't know the opponent yet until early next week. And the next Saturday, we'll have 3 different things coming at you. We will have our Valorant team going up against Trine at noon. And then our League of Legends team will go up against Trine at 3 o'clock. And then our Fortnite team will participate in the next set of Fortnite competitions, part of NACE Star League. That will also be at 3 o'clock. And then on Sunday, we'll have the 3rd competition for the Fortnite NACE Star League competition. So we will try to stream as many of those as we can. Alright, so I'm going to try to get the lobby set up here. And I think we are good to go. So now we'll hit this button. So Marietta College versus Tiffin University. Once again, Marietta will be on the blue side, Tiffin's on the red side. And it's looking like Tiffin may be eyeing another 5-person invade. All in on that bot lane. We saw how well Mocha got ahead for Tiffin, so they may be looking to find another pick for Mocha to get an early lead. And they will get just a ward in the tri-brush. They're not going to go any further. So unfortunately, Marietta was not able to necessarily capitalize on it. Or maybe Cilantro is going to be able to get a ward by inside of Tiffin's red jungle. So that will signal at least a little bit. They'll at least spot the Mordekaiser going through. And Marietta's just kind of keep an eye and see if there's any late level 1 invades, but it doesn't look like we're going to see that. And already getting a little bit of poke onto Cilantro. We're seeing a lot of trading already going on in the top lane. Although total finding on that Mordekaiser doing a ton of damage. Ignite ticks go off. It's not going to be enough to finish off Victor, but it's going to have to force another corrupting pot. Right now, we're seeing some CS struggles in the top and bot lane like we saw before. Cilantro's getting pulled in by the Mordekaiser. Gonna have to respect that. And pings are coming out. Scrimpo may be looking for a gank, but has to flash away because Trundle is already there. Bonk trying to put a play onto Victor, gets the root, but Trundle is there to counter, but tries to flash in, but Viego is there to stop. Almost goes for the hook, doesn't connect. Cilantro gets pulled in a good. Mordekaiser using that grip to really harass Cilantro. Trundle's getting pinged. And Cilantro, there's not much he can do. He has to back away, knowing that Trundle was looking for a dive onto him, just like in game 1. But oh, might be there to help. And is going to get spotted. And we're seeing Engage onto the bot lane. Mocha has to flash away, but Shrimpo is there. Another flash from the Nautilus, and Marietta will get first blood. And Shrimpo is looking to get some damage onto the Jinx, but Trundle and Victor are coming to try to counter. Pops the Storm. Shrimpo may be in trouble. He's not going to be able to get away. Yeah, that was just being greedy. So, I mean, it's great that Marietta got the first blood, but it was definitely being a little greedy there. And Cilantro has to flash away. Mordekaiser popping his flash to get in, and he's going to take some tower hurts, but it's not going to be enough to finish him off. But Blanc has to actually flash through the zone put down by Victor. We've seen chains coming out by Ho. Gets the root onto the Victor. Flashes away, but does a ton of damage with forehand. We're seeing Marietta then push into their lanes. Looking at about a 1,200 gold difference, 8.5 minutes in. Not the over 2,000 that we saw this time last game. So that first blood does make a difference. But we are seeing the CS differentials, and that may cause some issues down the road. So Maria's got to find a way to get their farm up. And the Sejuani Mordekaiser matchup is a little bit tricky, just because that big hammer is definitely causing some disruption, and Cilantro can't do as much damage right now. And Cilantro just kind of has to hide in the tower. He's trying to get some damage onto Victor. The Storm comes out and is going to get trapped in there and stunned. They're trying to use this clones. Does a ton of damage. And it's a 1-for-1 trade. Gets the kill, but the tower does land and finishes him off. And top lane will secure the Rift Herald. Oh, and Scrimpo was working on Ocean Drake while that's going on, and it went undetected. Okay. I was trying to get some damage again. Roots onto Victor, dashes in, pops the Ignite. Trying to get enough damage so the Ticks will fish him off, and it does. And we see the engage in the bottom lane. And Viego is in there. Nautilus has to flash. And they are going to try to get the root onto Maokai, or the root through the Maokai, and they do get the Nautilus down and 2 kills. Cilantro is able to take down Trundle, and Radio Soul is going to take down Drink. So that's 4 deaths across the board for Marietta. Cilantro is going to try to take down the Mordekaiser, but doesn't quite do it. That's exactly what Marietta needs to try to get back into this. They are still down just a little under 2,000 gold, though. Those CS differences are making a big difference, and that first tower gold bonus. He's trying to get some damage onto. Yeah, pops the ultimate, has to kind of blink away. And Mordekaiser may be looking for a dive onto Victor. Popping the chains to get the roots, flashes away. And we may be seeing a fight going on in the mid lane. Mordekaiser is going to try to grip in Cilantro. Gets a little bit of damage on him, but he is a bit tanky right now. And Marietta will clear that ward in the tri-brush. Mordekaiser is looking to take away some of Marietta's jungle. Cilantro pings it, has to fall back. Not in a position to 1v1 the Mordekaiser. We see Victor is roaming down in bot, going to get spotted. Scrimpo is trying to get onto a pool, but Victor is there, but a Ho is coming. Scrimpo tries to get away, but a pool flashes over to finish him off. Also trying to get some damage onto the Mordekaiser. Still struggling to get CS. We're just seeing Mordekaiser is just taking all of Scrimpo's blue jungle. Now he's going to try another chain. And we'll get away from the zone. Or the field, or whatever you call it. And just another gauge going to tower. The pool is looking to tower dive, I think. And Mordekaiser does get caution pinged. So we're seeing 3 from Tiffin collapsing onto that mid tower. And they will secure it. use that to expand their lead even more. Ocean Drake is up, so they're going to start making their way over. And they're maybe looking for a 5-person dive on the tower. And Tiffin has started up the Hextech Drake. Marietta going to have to respond to this. Maybe Marietta looking for the engagement. Maokai ult does come in. Sejuani pops in, and Tiffin does secure the Drake. Mordekaiser doing a ton of damage. Gets a triple kill. Mordekaiser gets 1 kill. But that's just a ton of damage, and it is an ace for Tiffin. And they secured the Hextech Drake. The Marietta collapses, but they're just not able to do any damage. Only taking out the Nautilus. And that's going to widen Tiffin's gold lead to almost 6,000 gold at 16.5 minutes. Sejuani Shrimp are trying to get the engage onto Mordekaiser. They're still doing a ton of damage. Does get stunned. Pops the ultimate. And with the minions, going to do extra damage to Cilantro, and that's going to be 2 more kills for the Mordekaiser, who is now 7-0-2. Going to be extremely scary at this point.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
I was trying to look for the route onto the Jinx, but Jinx already has so much attack speed. Going to be able to take out those towers. Nautilus catches the hook onto O. And Cilantro just staying up too far, does get stunned in the process and goes down, and that's going to allow Tiffin to push the mid lane even more, using the Rift Herald as well to put pressure onto the inhibitor. And Tiffin's looking for more. Maokai ult does come in, but they're going to try to use the Rift Herald to push as much as they can. But 2 are already down for the Pioneers. And they already got one of the Nexus towers down. Cilantro's trying to get onto Victor, but Mordekaiser is just stopping all that. Nexus towers have already fallen, and Tiffin just wins a very quick game. And just by using the Rift Herald, Tiffin was able to carry their way to victory. But yeah, so that was a very quick almost 20 minutes game. It was a great engage in the Dragon Pit for the Pioneers, but the triple kill by Mordekaiser definitely threw things for a loop, and this being so far ahead was able to carry the team to victory. But all right, so that's going to be it for the League of Legends match. So what I'm going to do, because I think there's still one more Fortnite game, so we'll at least try to stream that. So I'm going to take down the stream real quick, get it set back up, and then we'll get things up for the next game. But I have to see how things are going with it. I think they're in the middle of the third game. So we'll at least try to get one game for you guys on here. So we will be back in just a minute.